talk today about some things that I noticed on Facebook groups online. I wanted to talk today about things I see on Facebook groups online. And I see a lot of complaining, a lot of whining, a lot of pointing the finger and blaming other people. And I want to go into detail about that so that I don't come across as a jerk. Somebody had asked me on my Facebook page, because I was asking for input about what to shoot in video form, and they wanted me to shoot a video about how difficult it is as a male in our industry. And I had an interesting experience reading that and then checking in with myself, because that used to be something that I had a big problem with. I had an issue with the fact that males in our industry were discriminated against, both by the public and by spas and their hiring and firing practices. And I don't like how the public interacts all the time with male therapists. But I had to think about it and say, why do I feel differently about that issue now? And the reason I feel differently about that issue now is because the whole time that I was complaining that guys have such a hard time in our industry, what I hadn't really understood was that my marketing sucked. And I wasn't doing the work to draw my clients. And once you have your clients, and your clients are telling other people about you, and when you have a sense of ethics that is impeccable and your public image is completely gleaming, it doesn't matter that you're a guy anymore. Because the conversation has changed. It is not in and of itself more difficult for a male therapist to be successful in our industry once you get going, once you work on the marketing. If you expect the society to change to you so that you can be successful as a male therapist, you're fighting a losing battle. That means that you are a black guy in 1950 trying to get the world to change. And we have seen what Martin Luther King Jr. had to endure. You can make your choice for how you want to deal with it. But here's the thing, if you're a guy and you're in our industry and you're struggling, it doesn't just have to do with the fact that you're a guy. It has to do with the fact that you are going to have to work 3 times as hard as everybody else, and you have to be impeccable. You have to have impeccable ethics, you have to dress well, you have to impress people, you have to do great body work, and your marketing has to be 3 times better than everyone else. I'm a male therapist. I've worked for 14 years in this industry, and for 10 of those years, it was an abject poverty. I was paying for food on a credit card. I was paying interest on food because I couldn't afford the groceries that I needed for my family. I got fed up, and I changed it, and I worked harder on my marketing, and now I'm a homeowner. I have no debt other than my mortgage. The camera I'm using, the lighting equipment, the studio I'm in is paid for by me, is paid for by my clients, is paid for by the people I work with who support what I do, because I wouldn't take no for an answer. I decided I was going to win, and there was nothing that was going to stop me. And everyone who put up a roadblock and everyone who did not support what I was doing, I was like water. I went over, under, through, and found a way. End of story. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're a guy. Me complaining about being a guy in our industry, and men are discriminated against. If you're a guy listening to this and you're getting angry about what I'm saying, please listen to what I'm saying. This doesn't come from some theoretical speculation. This comes from my experience. Yes, it is more difficult when you start out. I don't want you to go through 10 years of poverty like I did. And in fact, I don't think you have to. If you want me to complain now about how difficult it is to make it as a massage therapist who's a male, I want you to consider this for a second. You're asking me as a white male in America to lay down and cry because it's so difficult to build a business. You want a guy who is a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant by ancestry to complain about the most gifted position on earth I live in America. I can do whatever the hell I want that I can get people to pay for legally. Am I going to complain about that? Really? Is that what you think? You think I should sit and complain because I chose one specific industry where there's a discrimination against males? Here's the thing. I don't expect the society to change to fit what I want. What I do is I change to work within the society. I have female clients, I have male clients, I have people from all walks of life, age, genders that work with me. They support what I do, and I use videos like this and communication to be able to draw them in. End of story. I don't have time for somebody else to tell me what I can do. This is America, I'm gonna make it, and here's the deal. If you're a male massage therapist and you're trying to figure out how to make it, you can sit down and complain, or you can sit down and watch Hustle and Flow and Scarface on repeat for 2 weeks. Figure it the fuck out. You wanna make money? Don't expect anybody to just roll out the red carpet and make business in America easy for you. If you want to work, you can get there. After you've busted it all day, you want to sit down and complain and you want to talk to me, I'll buy you a beer. I don't have any issues with that. But you have to do the work first. And part of that is that your business has to stand out. You have to make content, you have to make videos, you have to communicate with your target market clients. You have to let them know that you're a professional and that you're there to work and you're there to serve and you're there to help them. And when you get to that point, there won't be any complaints about the fact that you're male. Females in my industry have helped me get jobs. And the reason those females helped me get jobs is because I was trading body work with them because I couldn't afford to get massage, so I was trading. And then the females who worked at these various establishments in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where I grew up, would help me get a job because they would go talk to the manager and say, listen, we don't have any males on staff. You have to hire this guy. Now here's the thing. I could have sat home and did nothing, but I didn't. Because if you do nothing, that's what you're going to get, nothing. I want you to thrive. I want you to excel. If you want more information, you need to join the Massage Entrepreneurs group on Facebook that I admin. I give out free content, advice, information to people constantly. You cannot think that the issue is because you're male. It's not. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're male. It has nothing to do with your sexuality. It has nothing to do with your gender. It has nothing to do with your race, your ethnicity, your creed. Doesn't matter. It's because your marketing isn't good enough. You have more options than any human in history. You have Google, a smartphone, YouTube, social media, Instagram, Twitter, and you're complaining because you can't find clients. The reason you can't find clients is because you're not putting out any information. If I want to catch fish, I set up 10 poles and catfish. And I can watch all 10. And I only have to get a bite on one because I can't even tend to more than one at a time. If you want it, you have to go get it. You have to take it. You cannot expect someone to make it easy for you. If you want to make more than $22 an hour working for a large spa, you can, but you have to work at it. Nobody's going to give it to you, and nobody's going to make it easy. You can thrive. You can excel. You can run your own business. That entrepreneurial venture, that sense of American individuality, of being able to break the mold and do your own thing is what I love about America. It's what I love about living in this country, and it's not something that I want to take for granted. So I get up and I work, and you have to do the same. You can join Massage Entrepreneurs. There's a link down below, and if you decide that you need a clothed form of bodywork that you can do, there's a free Thai massage workbook on my website. That link is also down below. I'll see you soon.
Don't forget to subscribe, yo.